Is sexual health research fake news?
Yep, absolutely. Now I know what you're thinking, how could sexual health research be fake news? Well, to understand this, we really need to go back to some LGBT basics. So here's my description of a gay man.
A gay man is a man attracted to other men. Now, when two gay men love each other very much, they may engage in a special type of cuddle.
Bisexual men, on the other hand,
are attracted to multiple genders, meaning they could have a special cuddle with a woman or a man.
Does that concept make sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to any of the sexual health researchers. Despite the fact that gay and bisexual men can have completely different sex lives, meaning completely different risks of catching sexually transmitted infections, the majority of sexual health research can't tell the difference between gay and bisexual men.
This report found that 47% of gay and bi men admit to having bareback sex, yet they couldn't tell you what percentage of bi men don't use condoms with women. This report found that syphilis is on the rise amongst gay and bi men. Scary! So, am I more at risk of catching syphilis when I have sex with men or women? Oh, they didn't think to check. This one tells us that a quarter of young gay and bi men have never been tested for HIV. Now, this is a really good example. Because they don't look at gay and bi men separately, they miss key variants. A lot of bi men have no involvement in gay spaces or media, so how are you going to get the relevant information about testing to them if they aren't likely to see it in the same places that gay men do? Even the NHS itself has found that health services are failing gay and bi men. Well, I'll say, you can't even tell them apart. Look, obviously, men who have sex with men are in a similar risk category when it comes to STIs. But always looking at us under the same microscope means we don't consider the unique bisexual issues. Relevant information for a man who has sex with men and women simply doesn't exist. So to say this kind of research is successfully monitoring the sexual health of bi men is fake.
Do you know that no sexual health research has ever thought to ask a bisexual person if they're more or less likely to use a condom with a man or a woman? A basic difference, just completely forgotten about. I'm a bisexual man. I'm not going to sit here any longer and pretend that research like this has any relevance to me, because it doesn't. In fact, it's dangerous. The truth is, this research is commissioned for gay men, which is fine. But they tag bisexuals in to act inclusive. Well, take your inclusivity, your dodgy stats, and your limited understanding of bisexuality and take a hike. Sexual health researchers need to be able to tell the difference between gay and bisexual men because they have completely different risks of catching sexually transmitted infections.
Luckily, there is some good research out there from the Centre for Disease Control and Prevention. They found that bi men have distinct healthcare needs that distinguish them from gay men. For example, they found that bi men may feel inclined to publicly validate their bisexuality through having multiple sexual partners with men and women. They found that bi men are understudied and less likely to receive treatment due to biphobia both from inside and outside the LGBT. They conclude many bisexual men may fear coming out to healthcare providers due to lack of education and understanding. Their study suggested bi-specific social marketing campaigns to increase testing as well as getting healthcare providers to undergo bisexual sensitivity training. But this report came out in 2014 and I've yet to see any of this materialize.
I say, do better or don't bother. Wait! Don't forget to subscribe.